They leave the temple, veil their heads, ungird their robes, and as the oracle commanded, behind them, past their footprints throw the stones. Those stones, who would believe, did ancient lore not testify the truth, gave up their hardness. Their rigidness grew slowly soft, and softened, assumed a shape, and as they grew and felt a gentler nature's touch, a semblance seemed to appear, still indistinct, of human form, like the first rough-hewn marble of a statue, scarce modelled, or old uncouth images. The earthy part, damp with some trace of moisture, was turned to flesh. What was inflexible and solid changed to bone. What in the stones had been the veins retained the name of veins. In a brief while, by heaven's mysterious power, the stones the man had thrown were formed as men, those from the woman's hand reshaped as woman. Hence we are hard, we children of the earth, and in our lives of toil we prove our birth. All other forms of life the earth brought forth in diverse species of her own accord, when the sun's radiance warmed the pristine moisture, and slime and oozy marshlands swelled with heat, and in that pregnant soil the seeds of things, nourished as in a mother's womb, gained life and grew and gradually assumed a shape. So when the seven-mouthed Nile has left at last the sodden acres and withdrawn its flow back to its ancient bed, and the fresh mud is warmed by the bright sunshine, farmers find, turning the clods, so many forms of life, some just begun, still in the stage of birth, others unfinished, short of proper parts, and often in one creature part alive, part still raw soil. Because when heat and moisture blend in due balance, they conceive. These two, these are the origin of everything. Though fire and water fight, humidity and warmth create all things. That harmony, so inharmonious, suits the springs of life. Thus when the earth, deep coated with the slime of the late deluge, glowed again beneath the warm caresses of the shining sun, she brought forth countless species, some restored in ancient forms, some fashioned weird and new. Indeed the earth, against her will, produced a serpent never known before, the huge python, a terror to men's new-made tribes. So far it sprawled across the mountainside. The archer god, whose shafts till then were used only against wild goats and fleeing deer, destroyed the monster with 1,000 arrows, his quiver almost emptied, and the wounds, black wounds, poured forth their poison. Then to ensure the centuries should have no power to dull the luster of that deed, Apollo founded the sacred games, the crowded contests, known as Pythian, from that serpent overthrown. Here all whose hand or foot or wheel had won, received the honor of a wreath of oak. Laurels were still unknown. Apollo then the greenery of any tree would wear, for garlanding his long and lovely hair.